What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985.
There's levels to this.
There's levels to this. Juju just finished getting out of the shower. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You trying to play some Call of Duty, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play right now. Let me finish making this video. Shouldn't take that long. Then we'll go ahead and hop on. All right.
All right.
So yeah, we're playing Call of Duty 7 right now. I'll probably make a video about it. It's very interesting is the word I'm gonna use. I don't know what they're trying to do. Anyways, this video is about the Steam Machine. I want to have this conversation about the freaking Steam Machine. So we know Valve announced the Steam Machine, and the Discord around this machine so far has been, in my opinion, all over the place. Shout out to my dude P Lump and the panel. I was on his podcast last night, and having fun and everything. And one of the topics that came up is, what is this machine? Is this an actual console or is it a PC? And at the end of the day, going back and forth arguing, I think P Lump is correct when he said Valve is calling this a PC, therefore it's a PC. You can say it has console-like features, that's perfectly fine. But here's the interesting thing about saying that a PC has console-like features. Any PC that you have, you can make it so that it has console-like features. What's a console-like feature? It has a controller, okay? You could connect a controller to any PC that you want. What's a console-like feature? Could use Steam Big Picture Mode. You could do that with any PC that you want. What's a console-like feature? It has Steam OS. Well, guess what? You can install Steam OS on whatever PC you want. So all these things, console-like features, is kind of like, marketing terms, right? And then you got to ask yourself, okay, then what is a console, right? Is a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X, are they actually just PCs that are a little bit more locked down or a lot more locked down? If that's what it is, then the semantics of it doesn't really matter. This is going to be a box that goes on your TV that you can play video games on. If you really need to know exactly what this is, it is a PC. It is a Linux-based PC, okay? Because it is a Linux-based PC, then that means that the hype for this thing needs to be appropriate. Valve, all they're simply doing is making their version of an Asus ROG Nook. All they're simply doing is making their version of a HP pre-built desktop, Cyber Power pre-built desktop, iBuyPower pre-built desktop. The biggest difference is that works in favor of Valve is that Valve has the statistics to know what PC the majority of gamers are using, right? Because they do the Steam survey stuff, right? And Valve also has their own storefront. They also have their own operating system. So with all that combined, this is the most complete package if you want something right out of the box to just game. And that's where this thing is exciting, and that's where this thing should be enticing to some people out there. How many people? I don't know. For me, myself, I'm probably gonna get it just because I really do like Steam and I actually like the form factor of it, but it's really gonna depend on price as well. 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I think they're comparing the GPU to a RX 7600, which is very interesting because I actually have a PC. We currently have a PC in this house that has an 8 gigabyte VRAM RX 7600 graphics card with a Ryzen 5 7600 as a CPU. That was the Walmart PC that I bought. I paid $800 for that PC when it came out, or $900. I can't remember, around. It was under $1,000. I remember that. And I remember connecting that PC. There's videos on this channel to my TV, to my 4K TV. I got to see the limits of an 8 gigabyte VRAM card. Now, it played, and it played very well, about 98% of the games that I threw on it. I would be disingenuous to you if I told you that 8 gigabyte of VRAM card, or that 8 gigabytes of VRAM, that PC, that it wasn't good. I would be lying. It's not like I put on that PC and then I was like, okay, I'm done playing with PC. I want to go back to console. No, that PC even solidified more that I wanted to continue playing on PC. Okay. Now I did have to drop settings. This whole 4K 60 thing that they're talking about to me is very interesting. You can do 4K 60 on most games at like medium to low settings with that type of graphics card. But you're probably going to be better off playing 1440p, and some games, depending on what the game is, 1080p even at that. The problem also is going to matter is what are you connecting this thing to? So that Walmart PC we still have, right? Shout out to one of my channel members that was gracious enough to upgrade a PC for me. He actually built a PC for me. So now I'm sitting here with a 9070 XT, which I don't even have to tinker with graphics at all. Like I could literally just throw on the game, plays it, and it's gonna play whatever I throw at it. But that Walmart PC is now sitting in my son's room, who has a 1080p monitor, which for that monitor, that PC is perfect. Perfect. He has not struggled or anything like that. When I was using the 8 gigabytes VRAM card, understand that games like Forza Motorsport, admittedly my fault. The community will tell you it was my fault. I was trying to run that game at 4K, 60 frames per second, Forza Motorsport on that Walmart PC, okay? It would shut off. It would turn off on me. So I had to bring down the settings and stuff like that. And then finally it was fine. That game shut down my PC. Ratchet and Clank one time shut down my PC because I had the settings really high, 4K 60 as well. And I think there was one more game that made my PC crash out of all the games that I played on that Walmart PC. Besides that though, everything ran great, everything ran perfect, and it was better than playing on my Xbox Series X. That's just a fact. Like I remember my biggest complaint was playing Hellblade at 30 frames. Got that Walmart PC, I beat Hellblade, not at 30 frames. So there's a lot of games that you are going to be able to play with an 8 gigabyte VRAM card, especially if you look at the way the gaming industry is going right now. I mean, some of the best games are not really that high, you know, demanding, especially if you're a PC gamer. If you're a PC gamer, you already know you're playing old games as well as new games as well. So for the PC gamer that wants to have a PC under their TV and it's the size that's really bothering them, they don't want a huge desktop, this is going to be perfect. If you're a PC gamer and you already have a desktop to connect it to your PC, then you got to ask yourself, why do you get this? Why do you probably downgrade from what you already have to get this device? I saw somebody also say that you can have your really powerful PC in one room and just Steam Link straight to the PC, to this Steam machine in your living room and go that route. And that's very true. But I mean, you could buy a whole bunch of devices right now and do the same thing, right? But yes, you can do that as well. So that's why the price of this thing is really going to matter. Because let's say Valve does try to charge $1,000 for this thing. You're going to... Let me take a sip of coffee before I say this. You're going to pay $1,000 for 8 gigabytes of VRAM and a small compact factor that is giving you the option to Steam Link and giving you the options to play natively on the machine. I don't know. I think 1,000 might be too much. In my opinion, I think 1,000 might be too much. I also saw some people contemplating whether or not it was going to come with the controller. If you are trying to advertise this for the console, for the living room, the controller has to be included in the price, right? You have to have the controller in there. So it's a very interesting piece of hardware. Like I said, depending on the price, I am probably going to get one. I didn't buy a Steam Deck when it came out. And I can admit, shout out to 77, one of the channel members. I was extremely wrong about the Steam Deck. See, the PC community makes it seem as if every single person that's on PC is playing on a high-end PC and all they want is power, frames, and all that other stuff. There's a lot of benefits to gaming on PC that go far beyond just frames and resolution. Far more benefits, okay? Problem is they don't get talked about as much because that's the low-hanging fruit. That's where it's easy. Like, oh, you're gonna get more frames on a PC than a console. Console gamer typically is not gonna argue with you on that, right? But a lot of people, especially if you look at the Steam survey, aren't playing on these high-end PCs and all this other stuff. But what I didn't know I didn't anticipate that a PC gamer would be willing to go from a 144 hertz gaming experience to a 45 frames per second experience as long as it was convenient to them. And I remember seeing PC gamers praising 45 frames per second on the Steam Deck because it was on the Steam Deck. And that to me blew my mind. Blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. Or even dropping from 120 to 60, even dropping from 120 to 30, just because it was in a convenient factor of a handheld PC that is a Steam Deck. So maybe this is enticing to those high-end PC users that, like, you know what? Maybe I do want that power for when I'm playing Call of Duty in a sweat situation and I'm using my mouse and keyboard or whatever. And I have this Steam machine connected to my TV when I'm playing something more casual like Hollow Knight. And I don't, saying Hollow Knight is casual is crazy. Hey, don't worry, I'll beat it twice. Put some respect on my name. But maybe they don't want to, maybe they're okay that Call of Duty can't be played on their Steam machine. And maybe they're okay with that, because if they want to play Call of Duty, they're going to be sitting at a desk with a mouse and keyboard and playing it that way. Perhaps that's who this is better suited for. That person that just wants the option to be able to have it here, here, and here. I'm sure there's people that probably did this with Xbox. I'm sure there's people out there that probably bought an Xbox Series X for their main gaming setup and then bought a whole bunch of Series S's for other TVs and other places so they could play as well in other places as well. I'm sure there's, maybe not many, but I'm sure there's people that are out there like that. So this Steam machine right now, the way that I see it is, I think this is great. I am excited that a company like Steam is doing this. PCs meant for the living room already exist, but this is clearly aimed towards gaming. Clearly aimed towards gaming. That, like, the Asus ROG Nook exists, whatever, but if you connect that thing to your TV, you're gonna find out really quickly that you're gonna need a mouse and keyboard to finish the setup and all that other stuff, right? If this works exactly like the Steam Deck works, you should be able to do everything just on that controller, the setup and all of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Valve themselves are going to be able to sell it pretty well to them, to their standards. Is it going to be on a shelf at a Best Buy or at a Walmart or something like that? I don't know. I think maybe they should. Maybe they should, or maybe they just test out and see how it sells online, if that's able to reduce the cost. Oh, let's talk about costs. In my opinion, this thing cannot be more than $500. And even at the $500 mark, to me, that's a lot. Because I'm thinking about everyone's thinking about how great this thing is and everything that it can do. I'm thinking about the things that it can't do. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the games that it can't play, unless you're that one PC gamer like I mentioned in that other scenario, right? When people find out that you can't play, paying $1,000 for something that can't play Fortnite, can't play Call of Duty, can't play, I think, Madden, can't play. I don't know. That's a steep hill to climb. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know. Not only that, but there are going to be the 8 gigabytes of VRAM, even though it's good right now, is definitely not future-proof. But maybe that does help. Maybe the fact that Steam is making this is going to make developers know that that's what they got to target. Maybe. I haven't heard the whole talk of this is holding the industry back or this is holding gaming back or anything like that. But I think at this point, the same conversations or the same critique that was had for the Series S need to be had for this, right? This is more powerful than a Series S, in my opinion. Or at least you can't even compare, because the Series S is a traditional console, meaning the developers decide how many frames you're going to be playing at. But I don't know. I'm going to get it. How well is it going to do? I don't know. I'm going to get it depending on the price point. See, I don't like that I feel uneasy about it. That's the only thing. Cause I don't need it. I already connect my PC to the living room. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. It's another option though, that's for sure. And the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are gonna be supported for a very, very, very long time. So it should be okay. Hey, what do you think? Should we get this thing?
Okay.
The Steam machine?
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, it's just a smaller PC. You already have a PC.
Yeah, it is just a smaller PC, and I already do have a PC. I mean, that's logical. Hey, you know what, Steam? You don't have to tap into people's emotions. Because logically, oh, that's a good point. Logically, this doesn't make sense.
Ethos, pathos, logos.
I don't know what that means.
Rhetoric.
Still don't know what that means.
It's what companies use to like invoke emotions.
Ooh.
So that you could like buy their product.
Wait, you learned that in school?
Yeah.
Hold on, tell me about it. What is it?
Ethos, pathos, logos.
Ethos,
Pathos,
pathos,
logos.
logos,
Yeah.
like a logo?
LOGOS.
Yeah, like a logo.
Yeah, logos. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about ethos.
Ethos is
My son just spit a bar at me. He said this is what companies use to sell you items. Ethos,
ethos is credibility and character.
credibility and character.
Yeah.
Hey, Steam and Valve have that.
Okay.
Oh, snap. Go ahead. What else?
Pathos is emotion.
Pathos is emotions.
Yeah, it's like a sad dog commercial to buy. Like,
A sad dog commercial or anything, or happy people playing or something. Okay. And what else?
and then logos is logic and reason.
Logic and
Like,
reason.
it makes logical sense.
So it makes logical sense. To me, this doesn't make logical sense.
What?
Getting a Steam machine.
Oh yeah.
Hey, but it is getting on my emotions. What was the emotion one?
Pathos.
Pathos, okay. And they do got good ethos. That's 2 out of the 3. We buying it. Doc Dog 1985 is level. So this we buying it. They got 2 out of the 3. I gotta give it to them. We out.